let's stay in the resources space now, and we're fortunate now to be joined by James Marsh, who is the Managing Director of Andromeda Metals. Now, Andromeda is a company that has really caught the attention of many members and is actually driving a lot of those returns for people at the top of the leaderboard. Ranked number 12 on Strawman at this point in time, shares up about 5-fold since September. So James, I guess the first thing to be said is congratulations.
Yes, thanks very much. It's been an interesting ride, and but hopefully we've still got a long way to go yet.
So Andrew, before from Minotaur, was talking a bit about halloysite and kaolin. I'm not pronouncing that right, I know. I was wondering if we could dive into that in a bit more detail with yourself there. What is this resource? What is it used for?
Yeah, so kaolin is a very common material. It's found around the whole world in relatively large amounts. That occurs in a shape which is a plate-like shape. Very small plates, only a few microns across, but in certain rare circumstances, those plates roll up into tubes. They form nanotubes, and these are tubes with a diameter, internal diameter of about 30 nanometers. That's why they're technically a nanomaterial. So that process makes them much more valuable than normal kaolin. It also makes them useful in a whole range of applications, starting at a base case scenario, which is in the high value, high quality porcelain market, where it's been used for over 1,000 years, but then leading through into whole new applications, which include the nanotechnologies. There we get some very exciting results in a whole range of new nanotechnologies. And now recently we're finding it's giving some very interesting results in concrete, which potentially opens up a whole new market for this material.
Okay, James, we don't have the best line, but we'll push ahead, and hopefully the NBN will figure itself out for us. Tell us a bit more about the corporate activities of Andromeda Metals here. How far progressed are you with in terms of commercializing or further shoring up some of these finds?
So at the moment we have binding offtakes for is a non-binding offtakes for about 1 million tons a year of product out of this resource. So there's no doubt there's a very strong demand for this mineral. It's in short supply in the world. That supply is actually reducing, and yet demand is still steadily increasing. That's into the ceramics market as it stands at the moment. So the truth is that if we could start mining tomorrow, we could probably sell this material tomorrow. So at the moment, Andromeda is working through the approval process as quickly as possible for the mine. This is just a government approval process, so it does take some time. It's very thorough. And we have to work through. But the good news is that we're looking at getting our mining lease application in by February next year. And then by this time next year, we should have full mining approval, which means we can start operations. In just over 400 days from now, we should be into operations. And the very important aspect there is that we have no blockers that we can see. Our environmentals are all complete, and nothing came up with a problem. Our mining plan is virtually finished. We're doing some more work on a processing plant, but we're also working through our definitive feasibility study. So the two main processes now that are ongoing are the mining approvals and the DFS studies. Because we've got this new opportunity to open up in areas like nanotechnology, the concrete, also potentially some very high purity kaolin that we found in the same pit design. It means that we have a whole lot of new areas that we can incorporate into our DFS. So those are the milestones at the moment. The key thing is that nothing that we know of will affect our timelines. It's just a government process, and we'll be into operations by February 2022.
Well, James, it certainly seems like an exciting stage for the company. 400 days might seem like a long time, but I'm sure it'll go by very quickly indeed. Thank you so much for your time today, and we hope to check in again soon.
Thanks, my pleasure. Thank you for that.
There you go. That was James Marsh from Andromeda Metals, and as I said, one of the most popular stocks on Strawman, certainly helping drive some of those returns for the top leaderboard rankers.